saw this one, I was like, oh, I gotta answer this. And we need to nip this in the bud right now.
Variety princess, yeah. Variety princess, yeah. Variety princess, yeah.
Hi everyone, your princess has arrived. My name is Variety Princess. If you're not aware of who I am, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would highly appreciate it. So I've been telling you guys for a few weeks now that I want to do an assumptions video. And basically, if you've never seen one of these videos before, you submit your assumptions about me to this specific link. And I had posted the link multiple times, multiple weeks, and I will tell you guys if it is true or false. I got quite a few submissions. Some of them weren't assumptions though. Some of them were like, is it true questions? And then somebody said hi, whoever that was, hello, but that's not an assumption. My phone actually is like almost dead, but we're gonna see if we can get through these. So to whoever said hi, hello, not an assumption, but hi. Let's see what you guys submitted. Somebody said you enjoy meeting new people. I would say, by the way, Bow Wow might be talking in the video. He might be chatty, so if you guys hear him, I'm sorry, but he's like chatty right now. People don't believe me when I say this, but I'm fairly shy when it comes to meeting new people. I can handle myself enough to where I'm outgoing enough to where it doesn't seem like I'm shy. I'm a very well-spoken person when it comes to meeting new people and being in new environments. I can talk to people and not be sitting there like sweaty and shaking. A lot of that can be attributed to the fact that I'm a theater major, so it made me have to put myself out there a lot more in terms of like performing and being in front of big groups of people. But I'm fairly shy. I can talk and be all crazy on my streams and stuff, but if I'm meeting somebody for the first time in person, I get butterflies. Like I'm shy. I'm a fairly shy person. It may not seem like it because I'm not shy in the sense that, like I said, I'm not over in a corner like cowering and like about to cry or anything. I'm a introverted homebody. Like I really am. And people are like, well, you stream, so how can that be the case? Okay, but there's people that are like famous actresses and actors and singers that are introverted. Like you can be introverted and still be able to put yourself out there when you need to. And besides, it's not like I'm out on a stage performing or anything. Like I'm at home playing video games. An extroverted introvert, so it's called an ambivert. That is what I am. I can be talkative and outgoing, and I'm the life of the party, so to speak, but I recharge by being at home. Like I like my time alone. I like being at home. I like having my silence and my time to regroup. I'm not one of those people that can just be out all the time around a bunch of people and meeting new people all the time and going out all the time. That is not me and never has been me, and I don't think it'll ever be me. I do like meeting new people. Is it something that I like doing like all the time? No. No. Another one says, is it true that while you were on your way to Bojangles, you accidentally ran over a hobo and cyanide helped you get rid of the body? But because you wanted it as far away as possible, you guys drove to Orlando, dumped the body in the swamps, then had a weekend party at Universal Studios. With a smirk at the end. Mookie, do you not have anything better to do with your time? Yes, that's very true, Mookie. That totally happened. Starbucks girly with English major vibes. For real though, you give off preppy girl. Okay, Luke. I know what preppy is, but I want like like an actual definition of preppy. So let's see. Preppy is an American subculture associated with the alumni of college preparatory schools in the northeastern United States. The term, which is an abbreviation of preparatory, is used to denote a person seen as characteristic of a student or alumnus of these schools. It says it describes a trendy aesthetic for young girls characterized by bright colors, pink hues, ribbons, and popular brands like Lululemon and Stanley. A shift from the term's original association with the classic, often expensive style of preparatory school students. It can also refer to something deemed idyllic, wealthy, or pleasant with a sense of curation. I am preppy in the sense of what though? Preppy in like the classic sense? Like a clueless kind of preppy or what? Because I feel like my personality can be kind of preppy. Like I have like a preppy-esque personality at times, but in terms of like dressing in a preppy manner, absolutely not. I don't think I'm a preppy dresser by any means. People don't believe me when I say this. The people that know me well are aware of the fact that, like, if you ask Michelle, like, she knows how I dress and stuff. Like, you guys don't really see the way I dress a lot because I don't really post a ton of pictures all the time. And you guys can only usually see like my shirts and stuff. And I'm usually in like t-shirts or like tank tops. Sometimes I'll get like dressier, but in terms of being preppy, I'm actually like tomboyish in terms of the way that I dress. I love wearing sweatpants and a baggy t-shirt. I love wearing tank tops and shorts. Like I like wearing all black. Like I'm a very like chill person when it comes to how I dress. I love baggy clothes. I'm not gonna be walking around wearing no sweater with a collar and all that. But in terms of how I act, sure. Starbucks girly with the English major. I am not an English major, but English was my favorite, like, basic subject in school. And I do like me some Starbucks from time to time. So if that's what you mean by preppy, then yes. Yes, Luke, I am preppy. You always say this, by the way, but sure. I assume when you take breaks during stream, you are in fact fighting with your neighbors and rolling around in the grass just to get them stains so you can smell them later out of some weird kink you have with the smell of grass stains. And as you guys probably guessed, there's a fucking smirk at the end. Mookie, once again, do you not have anything better to do with your time? I don't even know where that whole like Variety fights her neighbors thing came from with you. Like, where did you even get that from? You just be making up stuff and running with it. I think Iroha is secretly your favorite character. I can't stand Iroha, so that is incorrect, and you guys know this. So to whoever submitted that, I'm thinking it was probably Lumen, but even if it wasn't, whoever submitted that, you're funny. Cause no, I assume that you were so awesome. Oh my gosh, thank you. I think you're right. Whoever submitted that, I appreciate you. Which viewer do you miss the most? See, once again, this is not an assumption, this is just a question. An assumption would be, I assume that you like burgers. I assume that you hate watching the show Vampire Diaries. Like stuff like that. Those are assumptions. This is just a question, but I will answer it nonetheless. I don't know how to answer though. Like what do you mean by that? Like viewers that aren't around anymore or viewers that don't come around as much? Like I don't really know. I'm welcoming to all of you guys though. I don't think there's any specific person that I like miss that's not around. Like I miss everybody that didn't cause trouble or drama. There's not like one specific person I'm like, oh my gosh, like I miss this person more than everybody else. Like I'm gonna save the best for last. So somebody said, which game is better in your opinion, Dead by Daylight or TCM? Once again, guys, this is a question. This is not an assumption. An assumption would be, I assume that you like Dead by Daylight better than TCM. This is just for future reference though, because I would love to do more of these videos if you guys are enjoying this. And I want you guys to submit actual assumptions next time. TCM, of course. I think Dead by Daylight is the better game in terms of their execution, obviously, because Dead by Daylight has been going on for years and years and years. It depends on what we mean when we say better. Better in terms of execution, Dead by Daylight, obviously. Better in terms of which game I like better, TCM, of course. If I had to choose between TCM continuing and then never playing DBD again, I would choose TCM every day. Okay, this one, when I saw this one, I was like, oh, I gotta answer this, because I'm surprised that some people might think this, and we need to nip this in the bud right now. So someone said, did you ever even like TCM, or did you just play it so you could get views? And I guess their assumption might be that I played it for views, I guess. Guys, we gotta talk about this. I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, TCM never really got me tons and tons and tons of views. This question would make more sense if it pertained to like Danganronpa. Danganronpa is the game that brought a lot of views to my channel. Yakuza brought a lot of views to my channel. The Sims. TCM didn't really bring that many like views to my channel. It brought a decent amount when I would collab with other TCM streamers, but for the most part, my TCM streams wouldn't really be more than like 300 views for the most part. I could stream Danganronpa and hit 700, 800 views easily. I think a lot of you guys found me through TCM, but in terms of views, I don't feel like I got a crazy amount of views playing TCM. If anything, TCM, a lot of the time, TCM wasn't getting me many views. Like even now, I still post TCM shorts, and I would love to play TCM again. Like I haven't ruled out playing TCM again at some point in the near future. I know a lot of people have like kind of jumped ship with TCM and they're just over gun, and I completely understand that. I haven't completely shut out TCM and said I'm never playing that game ever again. I would love to see Johnny like any day of the fucking week. I still post TCM shorts from before, and those shorts, sometimes they do well, sometimes they get like 50 views compared to my shorts that get like 4,000 plus views. So it's like, I didn't go meet the voice of Johnny, Hitchhiker. I went and met the cast from the original movie. Like, I didn't do that because of views. Some of that stuff, I haven't even posted everything that happens, like all the videos and stuff that I got, because it was really just important to me. I didn't get this as my phone case and still have it as my phone case despite the game failing because of views. Like, I genuinely have always been a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. The 2003 remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Jessica Biel was one of the first horror movies I remember loving and watching and being scared of. At the beginning, when it says like based on a true story, I really thought like that shit happened. That's one of my favorite horror movies. I can watch that movie anytime and I love it. So I've always been a fan of Leatherface and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. Did this game spark more of that in me? Of course. Like I said, if I was just like, you know what, TCM is lame, I did it for views, the game's over, I would have got rid of this phone case, but I'm not pressed to get rid of it because I genuinely like TCM. I also want to get a TCM inspired tattoo at some point. It's one of my favorite games ever. You guys know I have, you can't see him right now, but you guys know I have Nugget. I still have Nugget on my bed. I have this. I have this. I genuinely am a TCM fan. In my closet, I have this huge TCM poster like of the game. It would probably cover like this entire wall back here. I'm not gonna go into detail about where and who I got that from, but it came from Gun. I'll say that. I genuinely am a fan, not even just of TCM, but of Gun. Like, I talk about Gun all the time, or I did. Even recently in the summer camp video I did. I'm a huge fan of Gun. I'm disappointed in what they did with TCM, but I was a huge fan of them before. Ever since Friday the 13th, I have been super gung-ho for Gun because they were the first gaming publisher that sent me something for free at like 700, 800 subs. They sent me all the DLC for Friday the 13th for free. Like, they were actually like treating me like a real creator, even though I was and still am a smaller creator. I genuinely got TCM not only because I'm a TCM fan, like an actual fan, but I was supporting them. And even if they were mainly over Halloween instead of IllFonic, I would have still gotten it to support them probably, which probably sounds like I'm a fucking idiot. I genuinely believe that they make great games. Like, their games are fun. Whether you like them or not, their games are fun. If their rollout and the way they executed the game was more consistent and didn't just end so abruptly and didn't have those long lulls in between releases of DLC and stuff, TCM would be, it's an amazing game. Like, you can sit there and say you don't like them all you want, but the game wasn't boring. Friday the 13th wasn't boring. They make great games. They were doing fine with Friday the 13th because they had IllFonic as the developer. I think their issue is the development teams that they work with. IllFonic is a great development team, so I feel like if Gun would have been the main publisher of the new Halloween game that's coming out, and IllFonic was just the developer, I feel like the game would have been amazing and wouldn't have any issues. But Friday the 13th, I don't count because the lawsuit happened, which a lot of people don't know that the lawsuit had nothing to do with Friday the 13th, the game, or Gun. It had to do with the people over the old Friday the 13th movies and then the new Friday the 13th movies. They were going at it in court about licensing and stuff like that. And so since Gun was working on a game that had to do with the IP Friday the 13th, they were told that they had to halt production on the game. So that's what happened with that. That I don't really think was their fault per se. TCM, that was their fault, and it sucks because Personally, I like TCM better than Friday the 13th. I liked that game better. Oh, also, hold on, we gotta talk about this even more, guys. I am not one of those creators that, and I'm not saying this because I'm like getting defensive and like, oh, you think I'm doing shit for views? No, I just think it's something that I need to point out because I do see creators doing stuff for views. No tea, no shade. But if you guys look at my channel, do you guys really think I do stuff for views? Like, I be playing games that nobody's heard of before that gets like 40 views. And I know it's gonna get a low amount of views, but I play it anyways because it's something I genuinely enjoy. I'm not one of those people that will play stuff for views. If I was, I would only play Danganronpa, or I would only play The Sims, or I would only do GTA RP. I know what content will get me a decent amount of views. Twice, RimWorld has gotten me over 60 concurrent viewers on one stream. There was the one where I got like 60 something concurrent viewers, and then I did a RimWorld stream. I had like 80 something people in the stream. If I wanted views, if I was only doing it for views or viewership, I could just play RimWorld all the time. And that's a game that I genuinely like, not a game that I would just be playing for views. It would be a game that I genuinely love. Playing a game just for views that I don't care about, you will never catch me doing that. I'm not one of those people that will only play something for views. If I was, then I know what games get me a lot of views, and I would be much further along on my channel. Let's be real. I don't know if you guys are aware, and everybody's probably not aware, but I have had this channel since 2013. If I had played stuff only for views, I should be at least at like 50K subs by now. I don't abide by only doing stuff because, oh, I'm just gonna do this because it grows my channel, but I don't really fuck with this game. I don't really care for this content. No, I'm not one of those people. I'm the girl that will play the game that I genuinely love, that I know I can give you guys good content of, but I know it'll only get me 40 views on the stream, then play something that I know will get me thousands of views that I'm genuinely not a fan of. No, I'm not doing that. That's why when everybody was still playing TCM, even if they didn't genuinely like the game, I stopped playing it like much earlier than a lot of other creators. I stopped playing it as much as I was. Months and months and months before other people stopped. And the reason I did that is because I genuinely wasn't having fun with the game anymore. I'm not gonna play something I'm not having fun with, ever on my channel. So even if it's something that you guys love and I know I don't fucking like it, I'm not playing it. I'm sorry. It has to be something that first and foremost I like, and secondly, something that will resonate with you guys. But for the most part, I feel like my channel isn't about the game that I play. I feel like people come to my channel, like my real core kingdom comes to my channel because of me. Like, they like my personality, they think I'm funny, they like the community. Like, the people that only come to my channel whenever I'm playing certain games, it's fine. If you only come for like Jackbox Randy, or if you only come for TCM, those of you that only would come for TCM, it's fine. I get people like their certain games, but on this channel, I would never play something that I don't like consistently. I'll try anything at least one time, except for Minecraft. Sorry, Mookie. Sorry, Salami. If you're one of those people that only like go to a creator's page just for the game that they're playing, my name is Variety Princess for a reason. I will always do a variety of different things. Are there times where I get stuck on one game because I'm having a ton of fun with it? Absolutely. But you guys can always expect that I'm gonna be playing or doing something else at some point. I'm not always just gonna play one game forever. That's just not me. That's why I branded my channel back in 2013 Variety Princess. I did that for a reason, and I did it before people were calling themselves variety streamers and variety gamers. Like, I came up with that because I'm not ever gonna do one thing, because I just like so many different things. Look at my last few streams. We played Dying Light 2 last night, which we're playing it again tonight. It only got 53 views, and I streamed for almost 3 hours. That Duck Detective game, the second one, 45 views. Jackbox, 82 views. The last stream that I got a decent amount of views on was the Enzoi one. I got 612 views on that, and the reason I got that is because I had early access to the game and I was playing it before other people were, but GTA got a decent amount of views. But for the most part, a lot of my streams recently get around like 70, 80, 90 views. You will never catch me playing something that I genuinely hate just because, oh my gosh, my channel's gonna grow. nah, I'm not one of those people. So you guys don't have to worry about that with me. If I'm playing something, I'm either trying it out to see if I like it or I like it. That last one was pretty long, but I had to answer that because if I'm surprised people think that I play stuff for views, because I really don't get a lot of views on my shit. Do I know what I could play to get way more views? Absolutely. The Sims, GTA RP, Danganronpa or Danganronpa adjacent games, RimWorld. Like, I know what I could play to get way more views, and I guarantee you if I cycled through those 4 games I just named for the rest of the year, my channel will grow exponentially. And those are games that I actually like, but am I gonna sit there and play those all the time just because views? Hell no. I get bored too easily to sit there and play something I hate just because, oh my gosh, my channel's growing. And oh my gosh, like, I have to keep playing this even though I hate it. Like, nah. Not over here in the kingdom. No, no, no. That was it. We had to save that last one for last. Who the hell submitted that? Who the fuck thinks I do things for views? Because I need to talk to you. Just kidding. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. This ended up being like super long because of that last question. I had to get that off my heart, off my chest. Be sure to leave a like on the video, guys. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. I will see you guys next time. If you guys want to see more of these assumption videos, leave a comment down below and just let me know. Actually, hold on, because I feel like some of you guys put assumptions on the actual post. Someone said, I'm guessing your favorite character in TCM is Johnny. Of course. You secretly drink tea? No, tea is fucking disgusting. I genuinely don't like tea. Anything I tell you guys that I don't like or I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna do it, and I'm not gonna like it, and I don't like it. People change their minds though, but tea, I've never liked tea. Tea is fucking disgusting. All right, fuck tea. All right, bye guys.